Welcome, everyone. I am John Ryan of SportsMemo.com, and I'm going to bring you the NCAA Basketball Daily Dime Show for Thursday, March the 3rd, 2022, featuring two game breakdowns. One in the Big Ten featuring the Penn State Nittany Lions taking to Champaign, Illinois on the road against the Fighting Illini in Big Ten action. And then moving on to a real big showdown, especially for Kansas, and you'll know what I mean once I get to that part of the show. But TCU, Horned Frogs, are going to go to Lawrence, Kansas to take on the highly ranked Kansas Jayhawks in a very, very interesting game that I'm very high on both, and I have already bet these games at the window. But before I get to that, I want to tell you about some specials that are going on over at sportsmemo.com. So if you want my all-access plays for the Thursday night card, simply go to sm.buzz/jr, and you'll see whatever I'm offering on any given day. Even the daily packages of 3-packs, like for example, today I'm going to give them away for $19 off. That's $10 off the $29 package. But do yourself a favor and get at least a 3-day subscription. It'll cost you $49. And I promise you I will have at least one 5% max bet in the college and one in the NBA. Those alone are $35 each at the regular price. So those are coming. You can get a 3-day subscription for $49. You can get a 7-day subscription for $89. That saves you even more because I don't know if there'll be a third 5%er, but there could very well be. But nevertheless, you would get 7 days of all access for every single sport for just $89. I'm also running my own March Madness Bonanza special. And this covers you all the way through March Madness, and it is also shown on the graphic above. So again, you're saving $102 and you get everything. You get absolutely everything as the graphic tells you, right through to the national championship and NBA in parallel. It can't get any better. You can see what my records are. They're outstanding right now. And this time of the year, over my 27-year career, it's no hype, it's fact. I tend to heat up pretty well in late February and then into March. And March has been the cream of the crop for my basketball selections. So do yourself a favor, get over to sportsmemo.com, and I highly recommend getting on board my March Madness Bonanza special, which is an exclusive to me at sportsmemo.com only. So take advantage of it right now. Let's get to the plays here. The first one is the Penn State Nittany Lions are traveling to Illinois. Illinois opened as a 12.5-point favorite. They are still currently a 12.5-point favorite. The total opened at 134. Currently 132.5 right now, so more betting on the under, which makes sense. Penn State coming off that awful loss, 90-73 to the Nebraska Cornhuskers as a double-digit 10.5-point home favorite. And I'll tell you, there's significance to that now that they are a turnaround right away in the next game, and they're a road double-digit underdog. It doesn't happen too often. But I'm not surprised to see that 55% of the tickets are on Penn State. I don't think that is anything having to do with the public and we want to fade it at all. I think there's a lot of astute minds out there. And as you know, I'm going to be taking Penn State here. And situational betting angle, in case you wanted to know, double-digit road underdogs that lost to the spread as a favorite by 25 or more points. The Lions lost to the spread by 27.5 points. They were 10.5-point favorites. 17-point was the margin of losing to Nebraska. Well, the situation when it turns around is 31-20 in the next game against the spread for 61% winning bets since 2016. And the Lions' upset bid, though, might be not quite possible because in those games, they're 4-27 straight up, these dogs, of double digits coming off a loss as a double-digit favorite. And the Lions have done well against teams that shoot the three very well in the second half of the season. Illinois averages 8 made three-pointers per game. The Lions are 12-2 against the spread. I'm sorry, they're 2-1 against the spread this season, 11-4 against the spread the past 3 seasons, 56-34 against the number the past 25 seasons when facing an opponent that makes an average of 8 or more three-pointers per game. And as I said, the Fighting Illini are averaging more than that. They're actually making 9 three-pointers per game this season. So I'm all over the Penn State Nittany Lions as a double-digit road underdog tonight in Champaign. Let's move on to my second pick. TCU, the Texas Christian University Horned Frogs, will take to the road, like I said, to Lawrence, and they're going to take on that monster of a team in the Big 12 and nationally, Kansas University Jayhawks. This line opened to 10.5. 57% of the bets so far are on Kansas, and I'm not surprised, and you'll know why shortly. They're now 11-point favorites. The total opened at 144 and has just modestly moved to 143.5, so not much there. Kansas is 23-6 on the season, but folks, 2 of the losses have occurred in the last 2 games. So they've lost 2 straight, and that doesn't happen very often with a Kansas team. What is really interesting is that these losses were horrific losses for a program like Kansas, losing them by double digits. The last time that happened was 2003, 2004, and that was the first season that current head coach Bill Self was at the helm. So this is a very rare situation. So what do? We say, wow, that happened. Well, what happened next? That's what matters. We don't want a history lesson. So situational angles, NCAA basketball teams that are ranked in the top 10 of the polls are coming off back-to-back double-digit losses playing at home, have gone on to earn a 30-11 record, straight up, 24-16-1 against the number. That's 10 seasons, and that's 60% winners. Drilling through the data, however, we can get a lot better and retrieving only home favorites off 2 double-digit losses, 19-5 straight up, 15-8-1 push against the number for 65.2% winning bets. And in case you wanted to know about games only played in the month of March, which is a big-time month, right? They have gone on to a 6-2 straight up and ATS record for 75% winners. Folks, I am on the Kansas Jayhawks tonight, and this will be a 4% premium play to my all-access clients. So that gives you an example of the type of research I provide each and every day for all-access clients. So that'll take care of the Daily Dime Show for today. Make sure you get over to sportsmemo.com and take advantage of my March Madness Bonanza exclusive. It's only found there, and it's only going to be found by me among the other handicappers. So please take advantage of that and get on board with me and have me start working for you tonight. I'll be back tomorrow for another edition of the Daily Dime. Best of luck to everyone tonight, and as always, bet with your head and never over it, and may all the wins be yours. Thanks a lot for listening, folks.